Good morning and welcome back to the allotment. As you can see, my sunflowers behind me are in full bloom. I've recorded a separate update talking about those. They're part of the sunflower challenge that Nick on Nick's Allotment Garden is running. So if you want an update on the sunflowers, you'll have to go and watch that video as well. But I thought I'd give you a quick tour and just show you what's been going on. We've had a bit of a change in the weather, so things have been happening. Let's go and have a wander around. So we'll start back here. As you probably remember, this was where the broad beans were, and as you can see, I finally, in fact, there's a broad bean. It's obviously, I dug this. I was just going to say I dug this last weekend. It's finally, we've had sufficient rain that I could dig it, and there's a stray broad bean. I don't think that was there. I think that has popped up in the last week, so that's quite amusing. But yeah, I just decided I was going to dig that. This is going to be probably brassicas or courgettes or something next year, so I might put some I don't know, I might put some green manure on it. It doesn't really need it because it's a broad bean bed, or I might just cover it just to keep the weeds down. This is going to be the broad bean bed for next year, and probably a bit further along once I finish with the sweet corn. But this was the potatoes, so yeah, it'll be probably broad beans come sort of October, early November. While we're here, let's talk about the sweet corn. The badger cage, or badger proof cage, or badger resistant cage, whatever you want to call it, has been doing its job, although I'm not convinced we've had badgers on the plot. We've had quite a lot of sweet corn actually, and as you can probably see, there's quite a few cobs. Let me just take this off. We've been protecting it from the badgers. We've also been having to protect it from the magpies, but as you can probably see down in there, a few cobs coming. But yeah, we've had more sweet corn this year than last, which wouldn't have been hard since we only had about 2 cobs last year. So we've done quite well. My battery light has started to flash. That's really good. Should have checked it before I left the house. So we'll do a quick scoot up here. Brassicas doing really well. Cavolo Nero's coming on well now. We've had lots of cabbage. Broccoli's been disappointing, but we've had quite a lot. It's just not been big heads of calabrese. It's been a bit more like having purple sprouting. I'm putting that down to the heat and the fact that it's been a very hot summer so far. Weather's changed now, it's very much more autumnal now, or at least it feels that way. I guess that's probably more the difference. I was going to show you the overwintering lettuce, but I don't think I can actually see it now. This is the first time I've looked at this since last weekend, and there were 2 reasonable rows of lettuce, but I think the slugs have had them all, because all I've got are weeds. Oh, how disappointing. Never mind. We live and learn. I might have to get some more seed, because I know I haven't got any more, or I might just leave it now. But anyway, I was going to say I need to weed the lettuce, but obviously there isn't any lettuce to weed. Runner beans, they've been doing well. They're still going strong. Getting about 1 sort of good meal a week off of them at the moment. They're not producing loads, but there's a lot of flowers on there at the moment, so we might have a sudden glut in a day or two's time. Beetroot, this is the second crop, and they're doing well. We've had a few, and they're a reasonable size as well, a bit bigger than the early sowing that we had, so pleased with those. Rainbow chard just chugging along and producing quite well. and then horseradish also doing well, I would guess, although I haven't actually pulled any of it yet, but we'll see. This is next year's purple sprouting, which I've had to, as you can see, change the cage so that it's got a bit more room. It was starting to get a bit cramped. And then squash, courgette, mini pumpkins, and you can see them in there. They're only about the size of a, well, not even quite a tennis ball, but they are pretty much ready to harvest. I think these feel firm like a regular pumpkin does when it's ready, so be harvesting those, and then courgettes, and patty pan squash have been going great guns. There's another one over there, just show you that. These have really been going, as I say, great guns. They are fantastic, very versatile. This is the second year I've grown them, and I think this year they've been even better than last year, so we'll be definitely growing more next year. I'm not so sure about those pumpkins. I think I might just stick with regular sized ones. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with them. We'll see. Probably more pumpkin and ginger jam or marmalade. Anyway, before the battery dies completely, if you have been, thank you for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care now. Bye bye.